Fantastic Bobcat seniors. This graduating class will leave Ohio with at least 28 total wins, with at least 4 more games left to play. This class has also brought the Bobcats back to the MAC tournament, including earning their first tournament victory since 2004. Please join head coach Aaron Rodgers and athletic director Julie Cromer as we honor these incredible seniors in their careers. Olivia Molesky, Victoria Breeden, Sydney Leckie, Courtney Dada, and Ali Miller. Up first, our first senior, number 11, Olivia Molesky. Olivia is escorted by her parents, Tammy and Bill, and her sister, Alexis. Olivia has played 65 games in her career for the Bobcats, has scored 19 goals and put up 11 assists, and currently has 49 overall points. She's currently 5th all-time in Ohio history in career goals and 6th all-time in career points. This season, Olivia leads the team with 7 goals while adding 4 assists for 19 points. She's recorded 42 shots with 19 on goal for a .452 shots on goal percentage, while also recording 2 game-winning goals. Those game-winning goals came in back-to-back games, one against Northern Kentucky and one against Cleveland State. That last scored with less than 30 seconds to go on the clock. Olivia is a 2-time academic All-MAC team member, while also being named to the MAC All-Freshman team and a 2-time member of the All-MAC second team. Last season, Molesky was also named first-team All-Ohio and second-team academic All-Ohio by OSCA. The Plain City, Ohio native will graduate with a degree in mild to moderate educational need. So let's give it up right now for number 11, Olivia Molesky. Our next senior is number 14, the denizen of the defense, Victoria Breeden. Victoria is escorted by her parents, Shelley and Drew. She's played in 53 games during her time as a Bobcat and has started 43 of those games. Last season, the defender from Hudson, Ohio, recorded 2 assists for 2 points, while recording 13 shots, with 10 of those on goal. Over her 3 years in an Ohio uniform, the defender has helped Bobcats to 16 shutouts. This year, Breeden has led Ohio to 3 shutouts while starting all 15 games. She's also added 2 shots on goal. Last season, Victoria was named Academic All-MAC team. Graduating with a degree in nursing, let's give it up for number 14, Victoria Breeden. Next up, from Medina, number 18, Sydney Leckie. Sydney's being escorted by her parents, Jeff and Shelley, her brother Brandon, and her sister Sophia. Sydney's put up 7 goals and 17 assists in her 70 games for Ohio, giving her 31 points in her college career. Last season saw Leckie score a career-high 4 goals and have 4 assists for 12 points. One of those goals included the game winner against Kent State in the MAC quarterfinals that gave Ohio its first tournament victory since 2014. This season, Leckie has scored 1 goal and registered 2 assists for the Bobcats while recording 21 shots with 11 on goal. Graduating with a degree in Child and Family Studies, let's give it up for number 18, Sydney Leckie. Your next senior, number 23, Courtney Dada. Courtney is escorted by her parents, Jillian and Russell. The Libertyville, Illinois native has started all 15 games this season for the Bobcats, put up 10 shots, with 4 of them on goal. In her career, Courtney has seen action in 63 games while starting 22 of them. She has 3 career goals, 1 assist, and 7 career points. Over her 4 years in an Ohio uniform, the defender has helped the Bobcats to 18 shutouts. Courtney is a 2-time member of the Academic All-MAC team. Graduating with a degree in business, pre-law, and finance, let's give it up to number 23, Courtney Dada. Last but most certainly not least is Ali Miller. Allie's being escorted by her parents, Andrea and Kent, and her stepdad, Rob. She's played in 14 games during her time with the Bobcats and has put up 1 shot on goal. This season, Allie's hard work has paid off, with her seeing action in 11 games on the defense. Graduating with a degree in forensic chemistry, let's give it up for number 25, Ali Miller. Ladies and gentlemen, let us stand up and cheer one last time for our 5 Bobcat seniors. Olivia Molesky, Victoria Breeden, Sydney Leckie, Courtney Dada, and Ali Miller. Once again, your seniors, let's hear it for them. that officials, players, coaches, or team representatives not be tolerated. These are grounds for removal from this complex. Also, the throwing of any objects onto the court is strictly prohibited. You can keep up with Ohio Soccer on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram by going at OhioWSoccer and with Ohio Athletics
Senior
in
Day
general
here at Chesapeake for the Ohio women's soccer team. A gorgeous Sunday afternoon here in Athens, Ohio. The Bobcats 8-6-1, 3-3-1 in the Mid-American Conference take on the Eastern Michigan Eagles this afternoon. Eastern Michigan 4-9-2, 3-4 in the MAC. Gabe Genovese here with you alongside Logan LeDuc.
At this time, let's go to our starting lineup.
Last home game of the season for Ohio. A lot on the line tonight.
You set the stage perfectly. Both these clubs really need a W. You can really Eastern Michigan coming off a huge win against Kent State. Ohio against CMU. Both games, many thought those two squads might not come out on top, but they needed those wins desperately, especially when you talk about Eastern Michigan coming off an overtime W over Kent State, getting a late goal to score and get the win. But yeah, I mean, the stage is set. These two teams are desperate. Both really need a W as far as building that resume for the MAC. And we'll see which one can come out on top and really stake their claim here in the MAC.
Junior number 12, Paris Kerr.
Just about 6 minutes away from kickoff here at Chesapeake. Starting lineups being announced, and we'll give you the starting lineups as well after the national anthem. But you kind of started to set the stage there, Logan. Ohio a big win over Central Michigan Friday. Eastern Michigan a big win over Kent State on Friday. What does Ohio need to do today to kind of keep momentum rolling and get another victory in the Mid-American Conference?
You know, the easy answer would be, let's say, to have a few players play better than the other players. But I think you got to avoid the distraction of the fact that it's senior night. You got to focus on the fact that you got to win this soccer game. You got to let all of the festivities you had before the game go out there and get a win, and go out with a bang as a senior and have a great finish to your season. So I think focusing on just the game at hand is going to be a challenge in and of itself for the Bobcats.
MAC standings right now, just to set that picture as well. Ohio 3-3-1, 10 points in the MAC. That is 6th in the Mid-American Conference. Again, top 8 make the MAC tournament. Top 4 get a home match. Eastern Michigan right on the bubble, sitting in 8th place right now. 3-4, 9 points, again, just 1 point back of Ohio. It's part of the reason why this match is so big this afternoon.
It certainly is. And Eastern Michigan is coming in here riding that win against Kent State. You got to imagine they're pumped up. You might see some physicality out there. We know Aaron Rodgers loved the physicality his girls showed against CMU. He's hoping for much of the same. I think whoever can come out more physical from the outset, from first touch, can really get a nice advantage in this match.
And just to look at the MAC as a bigger picture as well. From 3rd place to 8th place, only 4 points separates those 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams. So 6 teams separated by just 4 points. Again, a victory worth 3 points, obviously. So a couple of wins can completely flip the way these standings look. And if Eastern Michigan can come into Ohio and beat them today, they would, of course, shoot up in the standings. It'd be a very disheartening loss for the Bobcats, but they hope to keep it rolling today against Eastern Michigan.
And you imagine Ohio's got to get this win because the last couple of games of their season on the road in tough places, they want to take advantage of Chesapeake tonight and get a win and celebrate a good senior day.
Starting lineups finished being announced. And we will step aside for the national anthem here on Ohio Bobcat TV. We'll give you the starting lineups next. We'll be right back from Chesapeake.
At this time, we do ask you please rise as we honor America and in respect for those who are serving and those who have served to protect our freedoms as we play our national anthem. Thank you.
National anthem has been played. We're a couple of minutes away from soccer here at Chesapeake. Let's give you the starting lineups this afternoon. We'll start with the road team, Eastern Michigan Eagles. We'll start with a couple of forwards. Kennedy Kuhlman, 5'4", junior, and Sabrina McNeil, 5'4", redshirt junior, out of Whitby, Ontario. Leads this team with 5 goals. She's the go-to for Eastern Michigan up front. Then you look in the midfield for the Eagles. Paris Kerr, 1 goal, 2 assists this season, the 5'9" junior, and Nicole Ramadios, 5'5" redshirt junior, leads this team with 4 assists. A couple of defenders for Eastern Michigan now. 5'9" junior defender Aaliyah Frederick, and Tessa Osborne, 5'5" junior, does have a goal from her defensive position. She starts today as well. The rounding out the back line for Eastern Michigan, 5'9" junior defender Haley Towson, and 5'8" junior defender Lindsay Shira. And she's listed as a defender, but she pushes up. She'll normally play in the midfield with 4 goals and 2 assists this season. And then also in the midfield, 5'6" sophomore Laura Wheeler rounds it out for Eastern Michigan. In goal today for the Eagles, 5'5" junior Chelsea Abbott's making just her 2nd start of the season. This is her 3rd appearance. She's allowed 3 goals in her first 2 appearances of the year. The normal keeper Mabel Dunn has not played the last couple of games for Eastern Michigan.
No, she is not. I'm wondering why. She logs over 1,000 minutes this season. Clearly the best option, but they did go to also Rebecca Prisbilla before. They got 3 solid goalkeepers overall on this team, but Chelsea Abbott, she's going to have her work cut out for her tonight. A lot of pressure on both these teams. We'll see which one cracks.
Let's give you the Ohio starting lineup now. In the back, Paige Knorr, Olivia Sensky. Sensky the sophomore, Knorr the junior. Sensky, a very, very reliable defender for this Ohio team. 2 assists this season as well. Victoria Breeden in the back as well, 5'7" senior defender. She's a brick wall back there for Ohio, along with Allie Miller and Morgan Colica, both listed as defenders. They both get starts today. Miller, of course, the senior, getting the start on Senior Day, as Ohio will get first touch today, this afternoon at Chesapeake. And Townsend plays back to Olivia Molesky. We're underway Sunday afternoon in Athens. Molesky boots right up the middle of the field. No one there. Ball trickles back to the keeper, Abbott, as we give you the rest of the starting lineup for Ohio. Mentioned Olivia Molesky and Abby Townsend right there. Townsend will push up. She'll be the forward for Ohio. Molesky leads this team in goals, 2nd in assists. She's in the midfield for Ohio. And the last few for the Bobcats, Sydney Leckie on the left side for Ohio, a goal and 2 assists this season. Serena Deary in the middle as well. The 5'6" junior scored the game winner against Central Michigan, as we'll get a free kick for EMU here. And then in net for Ohio, 5'10" junior keeper Sydney Malum, making her 15th start of the season, had 5 saves, only allowed 1 goal against Central Michigan.
Yes, she was incredible, and there's a couple of close calls. She caught a couple at the top right corner late in the game, 30 seconds to go. There was a header attempt that she also thwarted off, and she was really big for the Bobcats and made a big difference with her 5 saves.
Ohio controls most of the possession early as Molesky boots up, and now Deary gets ahead on it. Leckie chest down, taken away by EMU. Eastern Michigan in their road white unis today as Kerr wins it away in the midfield for the Eagles. Ohio in their home greens. A minute and a half in, no score.
When you talk about Eastern Michigan, you're talking about a school that has really struggled over the last couple of seasons. In fact, haven't been over 500 since 2014, and that includes their MAC record as well. And that's not usual, especially for head coach. For their head coach Scott Hull, in his 21st season leading these Eagles. He got an overall record of 190, 164, and 51, and he's really dominated the MAC overall, 118 and 83 and 26. But he's trying to lead them back and get them to where they need to be. Last year they finished 10 and 11, just under 500, but are struggling again this season.
Eastern Michigan pressuring high now as Sensky boots it out of bounds. You mentioned Scott Hall in his 21st season. This Eastern Michigan program, their inaugural season was in 1995. Hall took over in 1999 and hasn't left
That was just 5 years after he was done with his playing time at EMU. Played 1990 to 1994 as part of the men's soccer team.
Molesky wins the header in the midfield. You mentioned EMU hasn't really been where they want to be in the MAC the last couple of seasons. Hall has a good winning percentage, but they haven't been able to take the conference in a while. 3 MAC regular season titles, the last one in 2015 under Hall. But they haven't won the conference tournament since 1999 in his first season. Leckie now for Ohio. Gets it taken away, and Eastern Michigan regroups. McNeil passes middle, and now the ball booted out of bounds by Nicole Ramadios, and it's an Ohio throw. Calica. Now Miller. Miller switches fields. It's Paige Knorr. Breeden. Plays toward the 18. Abbott takes it on a hop.
If you want to highlight a few players for EMU, you got to keep your eye on Lindsay Shira as well as Sabrina McNeil. Sabrina McNeil coming off a 2-goal performance against Kent State now holds the team lead in goals at 5 overall. But Lindsay Shira does a little bit of everything for this squad with her 4 goals and 2 assists.
Leckie for Ohio. Deary let it go, thought someone was behind her. Instead, Ohio turns it over.
And those are the things that'll frustrate Aaron Rodgers, the miscommunications on offense.
Aaron Rodgers in his 7th year as head coach, 47, 70, and 13 overall. Coming off of the best season this program has had since 2009. Most victories last year, 9 wins since 2009. They haven't won 10 since 2003. They've got a shot to do that this year already, 8-6-1.
Certainly do. Last 3 games on the road, though, at Miami, at Ball State, at Kent State. This is certainly a game you got to have at home.
McNeil down the left side for Eastern Michigan. Leckie defends. McNeil dribbles around. Right-footed cross blocked by Miller. McNeil sticks with it and dribbles right out of bounds. Good defense by Sydney Leckie to shield off the redshirt junior, Sabrina McNeil.
Yeah, locking her up over on that side, not giving her any options, any breathing room to get around.
Dierig keeps it in. Leckie now pass deflected, almost turned over. And now Breeden's able to save it from going out for a corner. Bobcats building possession in the defending third.
Aside from that 7-0 loss at Georgetown, this Ohio defense has really been stout all season long. We expect nothing less.
Frederick, far side for Eastern Michigan, cross in the 18. And Malum comes out and takes it on a couple of hops. Dangerous ball in the 18 by Eastern.
Certainly was, but I like to see the fight from both teams going for the ball. You saw Ohio's Victoria Breeden right there going in and crashing on an EMU player. About four or five women collided right there at the 6-yard line.
Calica carries toward midfield. Now Allie Miller, the senior, getting the start. First start of the season for Allie Miller. Knorr plays the ball in the 18. Molesky can't quite get there. Abbott catches on a hop. It settles down.
Sometimes in these senior day games, you end up seeing the younger talent actually thrive. And when you talk about these seniors, they're going to be leaving this program in a pretty good spot. You have some great young freshmen and sophomores, and I think the junior class really has a lot of good leadership qualities that could really translate and carry over to their senior year. So they're leaving this program in a really good spot.
Eastern Michigan a little sloppy in their defending third. Abby Townsend forces a throw. Kalika throws to Miller. Miller switches field. Sensky. Now Daggertis. Left side, Noor. Good touch. Noor crosses. Ball bounces in the 18. Good punch by Abbott, the keeper. It's away for an Ohio throw. Kalika throws to the feet of Dierig. Miller wide open. Now to Noor. Noor crosses. Headed toward net. Molesky was there for Ohio. Abbott's catches and regathers.
Well, the Bobcats have certainly taken up a lot of real estate on EMU's side of the field, constantly pressuring them, and that's a good sight to see early in this game.
Just over 8 minutes in. 36:30 to go. First half, scoreless. Kalika to Miller. Breeden carries. Plenty of green grass in front of her. Looks for Dierig. Pass intercepted. Breeden gets it back. Leckie a bad touch. And now Eastern Michigan tries to regain control. Ramadillo's pass intercepted. Townsend runs onto it. Crosses deflected, and it didn't go out. Abbott's able to save it from a corner.
But good action there from Ohio running down that right side. Townsend was trying to cross. No one was really available for her anyway over on the left side of the box.
Eastern Michigan wins it in the air. Shira, far side. Turned over. Miller carries. Her pass taken away by Eastern, but Ohio gets it right back, and now Kerr comes up with it for Eastern Michigan. Good defense by Ohio. Sensky there plays Kalika. Townsend to Leckie. Leckie didn't see the defender, thought Dierig would be in. All Ohio possession-wise early. Leckie crosses, no one there. Molesky was the closest one.
Yeah, certainly was. There wasn't much opportunity there. Ohio needs to spread it out a little bit more, I think. Spread it out to all four corners and see what you can do there. Open up some more opportunities. Right now they're kind of kicking the ball into no man's land. They don't really have a plan of where they're going with their kick.
Allie Miller with the ball on her feet. Back to Breeden. Now Kalika. Kalika with plenty of room. She's got options. Plays Leckie. Now Townsend. Townsend looks to create. The sophomore plays outside. Paige Noor crosses. Just skips past everyone. Rolls out for an Eastern Michigan throw.
You can see that Eastern Michigan's defense has a much different setup than Central Michigan. The Chippewas are meeting the Bobcats around midfield, whereas Eastern Michigan likes to pack it in low and not allow you to really get any passing lanes, and it's worked so far. Bobcats have moved the ball really well in the attacking third, but have struggled to get anything near the goal.
McNeil bicycles it forward. Cripps plays back inside their own 18. Osborne. .33 minutes, 15 seconds to go first half. Still no score. Eastern plays long, dangerous ball. Kalika there for Ohio. Kuhlman couldn't get on the end of it for Eastern Michigan. Leckie. Now Dierig. Breeden on the right side for Ohio. Breeden crosses. Daggertis gets a foot on it. It's deflected, and that ball is actually out off Ohio. You could hear it from up here. Goes right off the foot of Leckie.
You could hear that deflection, but once again, you can see Eastern Michigan, their last line of defense has been really solid, allowing Abbott to have a pretty easy day right now in the goal.
Townsend forward for Ohio. Cross blocked, out of bounds off of Townsend. Ohio throw.
You would think it was as much as Ohio has dominated the ball, they'd have a little more shots on goal and pressure Abbott's a bit more. But that, like I said, that last line of defense has really been stout.
And you said it, but Eastern Michigan just seems content packing in the defending third and letting Ohio build up possession. Cross toward the top of the 18, gets past everyone, and the shot goes high off the foot of Molesky.
It's a heck of a touch from Olivia Molesky. Off her back foot, putting a little kick on it, a little bit of loft. Nearly almost had that one just squeak in the top of the goal.
Ohio 3 shots on goal in the opening 13 and a half minutes. Still no score. Abbott's right-footed boot. Miller wins it in the air. Eastern controls far side. Kerr. Played up top for Kuhlman, and she couldn't get there. Ohio regains possession. Dierig back to Kalika. Right side, Leckie. Leckie miscommunication with Dierig, but Townsend gets a foot on it for Ohio. Eastern comes the other way. Osborne plays toward the middle for Cripps, and Cripps couldn't get there. Molesky long for Townsend. Ball headed away by Townsend.
It almost seems like Ohio is trying these long passes. That way they can get to the box before Eastern Michigan packs it in.
Dierig plays back for Molesky. Molesky, I don't know if she wanted to shoot or cross that, but just mishit it.
She kicked it with the power that she was going for the goal, but went left.
Townsend cross deflected. And now booted away. Eastern keeps it in. Cripps. Forward for Kuhlman. Kuhlman nutmegs Molesky and keeps possession. Townsend boots forward to Molesky.
And now Ohio has Eastern Michigan in that spread in the attacking third right now. See if they can take advantage.
Doughertis gets a touch near the 18. Back for Miller. Miller left-footed cross. No one there. Molesky now chest down and gets it taken away. Remedios plays outside. McNeil boots forward. Kalika there for Ohio. Heads out.
Eastern Michigan doesn't have a whole lot of people down the field when they're clearing the ball defensively. They're almost just kicking it right back to Ohio and letting them try again.
And that goes into what we were talking about, them being content to just pack it in the defending third. Haley Townsend, 5'9" junior defender. Plays back for Tessa Osborne. Osborne has a goal this season from her center back position. Now Sabrina McNeil chips forward. Kalika gets ahead on it. Leckie plays to Molesky. Back to Leckie on a little give and go. Leckie looks for Townsend, and instead, ball goes off of Leckie. They're going to say McNeil saved it.
Wow.
Couple of substitutions for Eastern Michigan. Kylie France in the game, 5'4" sophomore midfielder, has a goal this season. She started 12 of the 15 games for Eastern Michigan. Kristen Holobarger in the game as well, 2 goals and an assist this year for the 5'4" redshirt senior.
And Kylie France, that goal came on a big one against Kent State in that last matchup. In a game that went to overtime, 1-by-1 goal certainly makes a difference. France coming through with her second goal of the season on that.
Kalika to the feet of Leckie. Leckie sends one toward the 18, headed away, but it's Dierig there for Ohio. Now ball goes off the foot of Townsend.
You can see strategy certainly early in this game right now. Especially Eastern Michigan, like we mentioned, packing it in, but Ohio similarly meeting them at midfield and not letting them get any touches in their own attacking third.
Townsend nifty and couldn't keep it in.
Across the touchline, it'll be a goal kick, Eastern Michigan.
Aaron Rodgers has to be happy with the way his group has played in the first 18 minutes.
Yeah, you can't complain. Goals will come sometimes few and far between, and he mentioned it as well. He thought that last game against Central Michigan, they had a lot of great build-up that got them a lot of chances. He thought they had a lot more chances than they were given credit for, you know. So I think he's got to enjoy the build-up. Those goals will come when you get those opportunities, but as long as he sees that ball rotating around, he certainly will be happy and content with that.
Molesky wins a free kick just in front of midfield for Ohio. Sensky will take it. And it looks like Ohio will have Sensky played in the 18. Sensky, 5'10", sophomore, native of Powell, Ohio. Plays in toward the back post. Doughertis was the closest one there, and instead it's headed out for a corner kick for Ohio.
Yet another good opportunity for Ohio. Now this is the chance now from the corner. We haven't seen it yet this game. This will be a good chance for Ohio. See if they can pack it in just as much as Eastern Michigan is and maybe get a ball that just falls into the lap.
Townsend to take it for Ohio. In-swinging ball and doesn't even make it in the 18. Trickles out for a goal kick.
Townsend's frustrated with herself, holding her head there. Ohio had a nice setup there. Everyone was in a line. Everyone went in every which way. It had Eastern Michigan even fooled. A lot of them weren't keeping with their girl, and if that pass is anywhere near, maybe there's a chance there for the Bobcats. Tough one.
Abbott's right foot gets us back underway. Ohio wins it in the air, but Eastern Michigan settles. Now Leckie for Ohio. To Knorr. Victoria Breeden, the senior defender, plays to Kalika. Morgan Kalika. Little give and go with Deering. Good defense by Kylie France to keep her in front of her. Doughertis flicks on, no one there. Now Molesky outside the 18 has the ball bounce over her head.
If that doesn't take a funky bounce there, Molesky might have had a chance.
Eastern Michigan tries to counter and can't. Sensky plays forward. Ball on the 18, and Abbott's
almost overran it.
Almost misplayed it. Ohio continues to push forward.
Dieriger's ready to actually sneak right behind Abbott's there and tap it in if she had indeed overrun the ball.
Kalika chest down, and Leckie couldn't get there.
See if Eastern Michigan can build something here offensively now.
Just under 24 minutes to go first half, no score. France gives it away. Miller, no one pressures her, and now switches it, but too far for Knorr, and she got there. Molesky in the middle. Now Morgan Kalika to the feet of Townsend. Townsend cuts middle. Left-footed shot straight at Abbott's.
Like a rocket at Abbott's. Off the left foot from Townsend. That's impressive power there. Abbott's caught that like she was a catcher behind home plate.
Molesky wins it in the air. You love the ambition from Townsend, though, from just outside the 18.
When she knew that was a chance there where she actually had a little breathing room in the 18-yard line there, and she was going to take full advantage of it. I don't mind her going for it there.
And Kalika a little too aggressive. Eastern Michigan, Kylie France earns the free kick. Eagles control. Near the 18. Shot saved by Malum. That's Kristen Holebarger in the game.
Holebarger with the attempt.
Just outran everybody and got a shot. That's the first time Malum's been tested today, and she answers the bell.
Yeah, Mullenberger really just took that herself. She was putting things in her own hands, realized they weren't getting anything going offensively, and kind of caught Ohio napping a little bit, used her speed to get a good chance.
Kalika plays back for Breeden. Breeden wanted to play back to Malum. Instead, she gets knocked over by Kerr. Paris Kerr didn't like the call. And Ohio earns a free kick. Olivia Sensky carries forward for Ohio. Plays left side to Knorr. Knorr down the line and misplays it. Tessa Osborne gathers for Eastern Michigan. Osborne chips one over the top to McNeil, leading goal scorer for Eastern Michigan. McNeil down the left side and touches too far and wide, out of bounds.
Yeah, if she kept up in front of her, she might have had a chance there. It was going 1-on-2, but had plenty of speed and footwork to maybe make something happen there.
Maddie Young in the game for Serena Dierig for Ohio. And Constantina Janou in the game as well for Courtney Dada. Maddie Young, a dangerous freshman on this Ohio team. 4 goals, 4 assists. That's second in both those categories.
And Serena Dierig.
Ramadios plays outside. Turned over.
It looked like Kylie France lost her footing there a little bit. Give it right back to Ohio.
Knorr gives it away. Kerr plays down the near side and out of bounds.
Eastern Michigan just looks tight on offense, aside from the one move they had from Holenberger, my bad. They don't seem to really be all there right now.
Young leaves it for Leckie. Leckie with room. Near the 18, Ohio. Janou trying to settle.
I also don't see much communication coming from the Eagles right now. You can hear the Ohio Bobcats players from up here in our booth. Eastern Michigan, when they get on the offensive end, they don't seem to have a whole lot of communication.
Eagles finally starting to get some possession. 19 minutes to play first half. Now Townsend takes it away. Townsend with Young running with her. Tries to touch around the defender and couldn't. Sticks with it. Cross taken away by Osborne.
Yeah, Townsend one touch too many there for herself. She had a cross there to Maddie Young coming down the middle of the paint, if you will.
Kerr gives it away. Ohio with the possession back. Kalika dribbles forward. Drops to Leckie. Leckie to the feet of Young. Senior to freshman there. Leckie now to Kalika. Kalika turns. Now Knorr. Left-footed shot just over the bar and wide right. Goal kick.
But you like the aggressiveness. You really do. From that far out, nobody in her way. You might as well take a shot at the goal. A few more substitutions for the Bobcats here.
Santa Catarina in the game for Allie Miller.
Series of substitutions. Peyton Davis in for Eastern, joining her. Simone Chiodo.
Peyton Davis also in the game for Eastern Michigan.
Santa Catarina coming into the game.
Simone Chiodo in the game as well. Davis had an assist at Kent State, 5'5" redshirt senior. Molesky heads forward now, and Townsend couldn't get there. Remedios, a little hesitant there, but finally plays back. Now it's McNeil on the left side. McNeil plays forward. Breeden wins it, almost gives it away, and now does. Long shot way wide now from Peyton Davis.
That's a curious shot by Peyton Davis there. Wasn't even on balance when she was going into that kick.
I don't know if maybe she might have caught Malum, a glimpse of Malum, and thought she was out of position maybe.
Yeah, maybe looking elsewhere too, maybe not focused there. She was trying to maybe catch her off guard, you're right. But from this view, it's a curious shot to say the least.
I agree with you, my friend. Gabe Genovese here with you alongside Logan LeDuc. Thanks for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. Just under 17 minutes to play first half. No score between Ohio and Eastern Michigan.
This might be the longest time we've seen Eastern Michigan in their attacking front.
Hollebarger has created most of the chances for Eastern Michigan. That time she plays just too far and out of bounds.
As for Ohio, and I think Aaron Rodgers knows it, it's just a matter of time before Ohio finds that crack in that big group. Got to imagine with halftime coming up here in about 15 minutes, that'll be the point of emphasis, is trying to get through that big group of people who pack in the middle.
Janu has the ball go off her foot and out of bounds.
Ohio's defense not flinching at all, though. You think it's probably hard to find a rhythm when the ball isn't on this side of the field as much as it has been today. But they're not. They're right there, immediately setting it forward now to Maddie Young.
Young sticks with it. Paige Knorr now, far side. Knorr continues down the left side. Back for Sensky in the middle now, Santa Catarina. She switches field. Kalika.
Plenty of room.
Plenty of green grass in front of her. Townsend. Shot off the fingertips of Abbott, and she hangs on as Janu is there for a rebound. Townsend was a little off balance, kind of leaning the wrong way, but still a powerful shot.
Absolutely. Abbott's made an incredible lunge to her right to make not only one play by deflecting it away, but also being the first one to the ball to secure it and send it down the field for Eastern Michigan.
Molesky wins it in the air. Breeden plays Sensky, the two center backs. Their relationship has grown so much this season. Talking to Aaron Rodgers and his coaching staff this week, that relationship between Breeden and Sensky might have took a little time to form, but they've really worked well together this season in the center of the defense for Ohio. Couple of subs now for the Bobcats. Two freshmen, Heather McGuire, Olivia Page, come into the game. Paige Knorr, Olivia Molesky take a seat. And you have to think Aaron Rodgers just giving those two 15-minute breather.
Why not?
Before half.
Yeah, they've certainly had their work cut out for them being on the offensive so much in this first half. Heather McGuire, I really enjoy the way that girl plays. She can really make a difference out there defensively for the Bobcats.
Eastern Michigan on the counter. Good ball played outside. Hollebarger, cross. And Malum scoops on a bounce. Peyton Davis was the nearest one there for Eastern Michigan. Now Ohio will try to counter.
The Eagles haven't had a clean look at the goal yet. They've taken a lot of their shots outside of that 18-yard line. Makes it easy work for Mullen.
Santa Catarina boots out of bounds. 13 minutes, 15 seconds to go first half. We have an injured Eagle down near midfield. I believe it's Simone Chiodo, excuse me, it is. 5'4" sophomore playing in the midfield.
It's a dangerous part to play in right there. It's where two fronts meet each other, and that's exactly what we saw.
McGuire wins it for Ohio. Breeden with plenty of room. Plays forward for Townsend. Townsend outside. McGuire. McGuire, a right-footed shot, and it's just tipped over the bar by Abbott. Tip your cap to the freshman. What a shot. Works a corner.
Yeah, why not tip your cap to Abbott as well? How about that? Getting up there with the left hand and the athleticism to get up there and knock it away. Big play, but the Bobcats still a chance here on the corner.
Abbott has been tested quite a few times in this first half.
Olivia Page.
And now Olivia Page will take the corner for Ohio. Page, an outswinging ball, headed on net, not kind of toward net. Ball still bouncing around, and now Ohio controls in the 18. Young shot deflected. Can Eastern Michigan clear? Maddie Young crosses in over the head of Colica, and now Ohio keeps control. Santa Catarina wins a corner.
Off the defense over the touchline. It's another corner kick for the Cats.
Third corner of the half for Ohio. Couple of substitutions for Ohio.
Substitutions for Ohio.
Tristan Whalen, Olivia Darrow in the game. Colica and Leckie out.
Olivia Page with the corner kick.
Page will take it once again for Ohio. Ball bounces. Now Darrow there near the 6 for the Bobcats, and it's out once again for a corner.
It's going to be tough to get it in there, man. They are stuffing that center right now. Even look at it right now. Ohio's offense outside of the 18-foot line. You can see Eastern Michigan packing inside that 6-yard line there. They're not even worried about what the Bobcats are doing offensively from the start of the corner.
Page crosses. Santa Catarina heads toward net wide. Goal kick. 10 minutes to go first half. Still scoreless.
3 great chances for the Bobcats, though.
Eastern Michigan.
One of these days. One of these days.
Maddie Young a little too aggressive. Eastern Michigan earns the free kick.
If you're Scott Hall, you got to be so happy with the way that Chelsea Abbott has performed in the goal for you. She's had so many tough plays, as we mentioned earlier, and we also mentioned at the top of the broadcast how Mabel Dunn, their usual starter, not in goal today. But Abbott's has been to the task right now, making incredible saves. This game could be 2 or 3-0 with the kind of looks that Ohio has had offensively.
McNeil tried to touch around Whalen, and the freshman just stuffs the redshirt junior there to win the ball back for Ohio. Towson throws in for Eastern Michigan, back to Osborne. Osborne switches the field. Frederick carries forward. Davis in the middle. Chips one down the left side. Malum slides, and Malum thought she hit it off of Hallabarger for a goal kick. Instead, it's a corner for Eastern Michigan, their first of the half.
Yeah, she took a risk right there, going all the way outside of the box. In that situation, I think you got to leave it to your defense to beat the offense to the ball.
Nicole Remedios to take it. She leads this Eastern Michigan team with 4 assists. 7:55 to play first half, no score.
She also assisted the game-winning goal against Kent State. Trying to serve up some magic here for the Eagles.
Right-footed cross toward the 6, headed out. Ohio hasn't cleared all the way yet. Ball sent back in. Davis shielded off by Breeden. Goal kick.
Ohio.
Malin plays short. Olivia Dada, the freshman, to the feet of Santa Catarina. Breeden plays long. Townsend battles with Townsend and wins it away. Townsend left-footed cross on the ground. Cleared.
When you have some of the speed of Townsend, you can afford to send those balls down the field and just hope that she beats the defender to it. She's done it multiple times this season. Nearly had a chance there for the Bobcats as well.
6:40 to play first half. Still scoreless. Frederick. Back to Osborne.
The last 2 times that these 2 teams have encountered have been low scoring as well. 2-1 W's for the Bobcats.
I was about to say, Ohio hasn't lost to Eastern Michigan since 2016. A couple of 2-1 victories in 2017 and 2018.
This game is certainly played like both teams desperately need a win. Both are going to some desperate moves as well as pulling out some new tricks.
Darrow wins it away for Ohio. McNeil, the leading goal scorer for Eastern Michigan, has not been able to get anything going. Breeden carries forward but then turns it over. Hollabarger taken away by Santa Catarina. Page taken away by France, and then she's fouled, or she fouls Kylie France.
Yeah, she got tripped up. And when you don't hear the foot to ball sound and you hear it right on that knee pad, that's going to draw the penalty every time.
Nicole Remedios to take it once again. This is a dangerous spot.
Yep. Ohio has to be very careful on how they play this here.
Eastern Michigan with 8 in the box. Townsend and Young build a wall for Ohio. Remedios sends one in. Malum scoops on high. She throws quickly to Townsend.
Got some numbers here for the Bobcats that they can push ahead.
Townsend touches around Remedios, and she commits the infraction. Gives her a yellow.
Yellow card issue.
That yellow card might have saved a potential goal, though. Ohio had 3-on-2 there.
Sometimes you talk about good fouls or good infractions. Townsend flat out beat Remedios, and you said it. Ohio had some numbers forward. 4:47 to go first half, still scoreless. Sensky takes the kick for Ohio. Sensky plays in. Good ball near the 6. Still in the 18. Page sends one forward, and it's high and wide.
That's an incredible setup, though, by Olivia Sensky. You can't ask for it to be much better than that. Put it right where it needed to be. Had 3 Bobcats in the area. Eastern Michigan's defense holds.
Taylor Dickerson into the game.
As Townsend checks out for the Bobcats.
She'll get a breather. Taylor Dickerson in the game. 4 minutes to go first half. Eastern throw far side. Aaron Rodgers wanted a foul near the Eastern bench, and instead Ohio wins it away. Olivia Page forward for Dickerson. Dickerson with options. Gets it poked away, but Darrow there for Ohio chips it back in. Osborne settles for Eastern. McNeil now. Chest down by Davis, but Santa Catarina wins it away. Santa Catarina, a little bit of a miscommunication with either Dickerson or Young there. And
yeah, neither one bit at the ball and where she put it. You can start to see the physicality picking up, though. We saw the yellow flag a moment ago. Now the girls starting to get into each other, push each other around. And that's what we expected in this game. Very physical matchup against Central Michigan for Ohio, so they're certainly tested.
McNeil plays forward. Dangerous ball. Hollebarger gets it taken away by McGuire, pokes it out for a corner.
Eastern corner kick.
And McGuire had no other options there. She had to just cut her losses and hit it out and take your chances here on the corner kick.
For the corner.
And Remedios will take it once again. You see Eastern Michigan push numbers forward. Pretty much everyone in the 18. Fredericks the safety net, and even she is 15-ish feet in front of midfield.
2 minutes.
Remedios, outswinging ball near the 6, headed away. Remedios sends it back in. McNeil heads toward net. Malum got fingertips on it.
Mullen with the save.
It's another corner, but we stay scoreless due to the play of the junior keeper, Sydney Malum.
Well, Eastern Michigan basically had 2 corner kicks there. Remedios had 2 chances at lofting one towards the goal, but Malum, to the test there. Those quick reflexes coming into play.
1:15 to go. Clock trickles down. First half. Remedios goes from the right corner to the left corner. The junior to take it, a deep breath. Crosses. Ball toward the far post, no one there, and it's out for a goal kick.
Across the touchline, goal kick,
a dangerous ball, no one was on the back post for Ohio, but Eastern Michigan couldn't get there. Now 40 seconds to go, first half.
I will say the one thing you might have to be concerned now for the Bobcats, they've spent so much time on the offense. You have to wonder if fatigue starts settling in a little bit. They got to hold on for these last 33 seconds because defensively you can see they're starting to give a little bit.
McGuire down the left side. Got it poked away, and it's out for an Ohio throw. .15 seconds to go, first half. Dickerson plays to Whalen, and ball intercepted by McNeil.
7, 6,
5 seconds.
4.
Darrow sends one toward the 18.
2, 1, 0.
Ball cleared away, and that does it for the first half. A fantastic 45 minutes for Ohio possession-wise, but nothing on the scoreboard to show for it. No score. We had a halftime here at Chesa Field. We'll be right back for the second half on Ohio Bobcat TV.
Larry's Doghouse is a proud sponsor of your
45 minutes down, 45 minutes to go this afternoon at Chesapeake. No score between the Bobcats and the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Gabe Genovese back with you alongside Logan LeDuc. Logan, just real quick before we get started in this second half, Ohio dominated the first half possession-wise.
Yeah, a couple of numbers you have to look at. The 61% possession total is certainly eye-popping for the Bobcats. But when you look at these numbers, 10 total shots to Eastern Michigan's 4. 5 of those shots of those 10 for the Bobcats have been on target. But how about Chelsea Abbott's goalkeeping for Eastern Michigan? 5 saves today. When you look at those numbers, you're thinking Ohio should be up a few scores. But rather, we got a tie game, 0-0. And we'll see who can get that early momentum to start out this second half rather.
Eastern Michigan first touch. We're underway here in the second half. Right away, Eagles give away possession, and it's Sydney Leckie for Ohio.
And a couple of the impact players you talked about for Eastern Michigan at the top of the broadcast certainly haven't been all that effective, haven't really had many chances either. Sabrina McNeil, we talked about her also in the first half, struggling to get going. See what Eastern Michigan has here.
Kalika gave it away. Eagles on the attack from left to right in this second half. Chiodo plays back. Ramadios now to the left side for Townsend. Leckie defends. Hollebarger touches around her. Cross, and that ball sails just wide. Wow. That's the most dangerous opportunity we've seen today for either team. And excuse me, it was Hollebarger who was there on the back post who just couldn't put it in.
And if Paige Knorr isn't joining her on that back post and making the slight collision or bothering her just enough, that's tapped in for 1.
Kalika down the right side for Ohio. To Townsend, who chests down. And they're going to say she didn't chest down. It was her right arm, and they call a handball. .90 seconds gone by in the second half. Still scoreless. Ohio pressures high. Frederick touches around Young. Ramadios. McNeil works on Leckie, and Leckie deflects it out of bounds. Both teams desperately needing a win in the MAC. Ohio 6th in the conference right now at 3-3-1, 10 points. Eastern Michigan 8th, 9 points at 3-4. Just a point behind Ohio. Frederick plays forward. Davis plays outside. McNeil gets a touch on it. McNeil carries forward in the 18. McNeil still working around defenders, and it's out for a corner.
Well, McNeil shows she has a pulse, certainly, making a lot of moves there, knifing through the defense, nearly set herself up really nicely.
You said that well, my friend. At least she has a pulse. She didn't really do anything in that first half. Leading goal scorer for Eastern Michigan. 5 goals this season, forces a corner there.
This is where Eastern Michigan has had some great opportunities here in this corner kicks. Had 4 of them in the first half.
Ramadios crosses in. McNeil gets a head on it, but it's not toward net. Santa Catarina tries to clear. Chiodo toward the top of the 18. Shira shot bounces toward Malum, who corrals and quickly throws.
Two teams have certainly switched roles in the second half of the first 4 minutes. Eastern Michigan really dominating offensively.
Leckie plays forward. Townsend gets there. Townsend shot high and wide, and she's disappointed with herself.
Yeah, she wants that one back. She had the angle. She turned the corner. She had a look at the top left part of that goal. Just missed it wide.
Abbott's to take the kick. 40 minutes, 35 seconds to play. Eastern Michigan wins it in the air, but Knorr settles for Ohio. Gives it away, however. Shira plays down the right side, and Sensky's there for Ohio. Plays back to Malum, who quickly kicks out.
Yeah, you have to play it safe there. Malum nowhere near the goal. In fact, probably 20 to 25 yards away from where she needs to be defending. Heads up play just to get it out of play.
Frederick throws. Shira crosses. Back post. McNeil a header. Dangerous spot. Headed away by Sensky and out for a corner. Ohio hates the call. They're begging that it should have been a goal kick. Instead, Eastern Michigan continues to press forward in this second half.
And this is the problem. When you let a team hang around, and I know it's a 0-0 game, but Eastern Michigan has no business really being tied right now with the way that first half went. But when you let a team hang around like this, that confidence grows, and eventually they can turn the tables on you, especially when you have a whole new half and a whole new strategy coming out of the break.
Ramadios to take it. Cross in, deflected toward the back post. Leckie chases and gets there for Ohio. Leckie boots long. Frederick controls for EMU. Now McNeil. Can't get around Leckie. Doughertis to Townsend. Townsend works inside the 18. Cross toward the back post. Molesky got ahead on it, but wide. Cross just a little too far for Molesky.
A little bit too much mustard on that one. Once again, has that corner, had the turn. In fact, she even took her time getting ready to loft that one in. But Townsend, as you mentioned, a little bit long on her approach.
Ohio doing a good job of countering in the opening 7 minutes of this half. And that ball is off of Molesky. Doughertis wins the header. Ohio fans start to get in on the action. Deep throw from Frederick, no one there. Sensky back to Breeden. Sensky plays long. Santa Catarina gets ahead on it. Doughertis there for Ohio. She switches to Kalika. Kalika carries. Leads one for Leckie, and Leckie deflects it off the foot of Townsend and out for a corner.
Corner kick for the Cats.
The 6th corner kick of the game for the Bobcats.
Page north to the angle for the corner kick.
Corner, driven in low, and it's out. That wasn't Townsend who took that. That was Paige Knorr who took that corner. Normally it's Abby Townsend.
Boy, it feels like one goal could blow this game open with the way it's been played.
Goal kick over the head of Santa Catarina. Breeden gets ahead on it. Molesky for Kalika. Kalika plays long. Can Townsend get there? She cannot. Goal kick. 36 to play.
Goal kick.
No score between Ohio and Eastern Michigan. Molesky wins it in the air. Maddie Young forward now for Ohio, gives it away. Eagles come the other way from left to right. France. Left side to McNeil. McNeil tries to touch around Leckie, and Leckie shields her off.
How about that from Leckie? The body control and the position to get that possession back for Ohio momentarily.
And now Kalika draws the foul on McNeil. You said it. What a play from the senior, Sydney Leckie.
You got to start getting aggressive here when you're in the trenches. And Aaron Rodgers said the MAC is one of those leagues where it's just constantly physical. A lot of teams in close matchups or when it's winning time like to resort to physicality in this league. And both teams trying to take on that mantra in the second half.
Ohio gives it away. McNeil switches, but nowhere there to head it away. Young flicks on for Townsend. Good work by Tessa Osborne in the back for Eastern Michigan. Now McNeil, plenty of green grass in front of her. Crosses, Breeden heads away. McNeil settles, gives back for Ramadios. Her cross. Cleared away finally by Ohio, but Eastern still in control. Shira. We've seen a couple of good crosses from her today. Left-footed cross that time. Punched away by Kalika, and now Townsend. Touches one to the outside. Eastern controls. Ramadios. So Hollebarger. Hollebarger forward for Shira. Shira bodied off by Sensky, and Sensky forces, oh, they're going to say goal kick. Off the foot of Shira. What a play from Olivia Sensky.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, no kidding. Put on the wheels there and got in to help out Malum. Knocking it away. That's a big-time play.
Daggertis. Shira pokes it away, but out of bounds. 33 minutes to go. Still no score. Hollebarger takes it away. Sensky works with it in the corner. Hollebarger takes it away, but Nora clears and is offside the call? Offside the call on the near side.
A lot of congestion over there in that corner.
Offside the call.
Everyone fighting for the ball, fighting for possessions.
Sensky to take it for Ohio. 32 minutes, 20 seconds to go. And Sensky can't keep it in. Frederick takes the throw. Hollebarger touches and settles. Davis gives it away for Eastern. Ball still pinballs toward the 18, and Malum corrals. Kalika plays forward. Young with a little bit of a high touch, but sticks with it and forces the throw.
Eastern Michigan looks like a totally different team in the second half. Even defensively, they're spread out now and really starting to get aggressive, pushing ahead. A lot of the times when you don't pack in that box, it opens up opportunities down the field for you to start moving the offense, and they've certainly done that. Trying to show a couple of different looks to Ohio, keep them off balance and keep them guessing.
Young battles for it on the right side and earns a throw. That was McNeil of Eastern Michigan there. Townsend now. Switches. Tristan Whalen in the 18 for Ohio. Heads one on net, but deflected, and Eastern Michigan controls. Good ball from Townsend. Molesky now for Ohio.
Townsend's got some room here.
Townsend Right-footed shot blocked. Ohio still controls, and Colica will take the throw. We have an injured Eagle. I believe it's Tessa Osborne. It is.
Tessa Osborne's been all over the place in this game. You have mentioned her name quite a few times. Has certainly been at the forefront of the action. Bit of a blow here for Eastern Michigan.
Ohio retreats to their bench. Eastern Michigan wants to make sure their junior defender is okay. Can't quite tell what they're working on.
It's appeared that she was maybe grabbing at her leg.
It is, her left leg. Obviously, we're not going to speculate, but the athletic trainers were stretching out that left leg.
Yep.
Hopefully just a cramp.
Yep, she was laying on her stomach. They're working it out a little bit. You can see her running off a little bit gingerly. What we like to see is that she can go off her own power and at a good pace. Now she seems to be walking fairly normally, so good for the health of Tessa Osborne. And we'll see what she can do and see if she can get back in this game. It looks like she's standing right there on the sideline. I think they're going to get her in as soon as they can.
Colica throws, and it's taken away. Breeden gathers for Ohio. To the feet of Sensky. Sensky, nor on the left side. Now Tristan Whalen. Whalen touches around a defender. Works on Shira. Now plays Molesky, and it's taken away.
Well, the freshman with some nice footwork there to get around the defender. Just didn't put that ball in the right spot in the pass to Molesky.
Colica, right side for Ohio. Townsend now. Townsend gets control. Cross deflected, and Eastern Michigan comes away with it. McNeil carries forward and passes to France. Ohio quickly gets it back, though. Leckie wins it away. Townsend back to Colica. Colica to Young near the 18. Young back for Townsend. Maddie Young, the freshman, crosses, back post, off the post, and out for a corner. I don't know if Young was trying to shoot. Tristan Whalen was on the back post. It looked like a cross, but it goes off the inside of the post and out.
I was going to say Tristan Whalen was getting set to put one in, but she saw that ball coming in. She thought it had a chance just as much, putting her hands right on her head immediately. Maddie Young with some pretty good accurate kick there, working it around the goalkeeper. Abbott's.
Townsend to take it. Leckie is her short option. Six more Bobcats in the 18. Ball played near post. Headed up and off the bar. Was it out? No, it wasn't, and now sent high by Whalen.
Tell you what, Tristan Whalen's really making a case here. I mean, she's been fantastic, been all over the action. You mentioned her name a few times as well. Got good chances as far as moving the ball. Got a few shots towards the goal. The freshman on senior day really showing up.
Re-entering for the Eagles, Amanda Cripps, number 18.
Amanda Cripps in the game for Eastern Michigan. Molesky wins the header in the air. Dangerous ball now toward the 18. Young wins it away for Ohio.
Look at a reverse direction there.
Young, nifty, crosses, no one there. Molesky the nearest one, and now Molesky will get called for an infraction in the 18.
I think Molesky might have got her right in the dome there. That's just two players going for a ball.
Yep. nothing on purpose or with intent from Molesky.
It's clearly her face, though. She's grabbing at her eyes here.
I didn't see who the defender was. Oh, it's McNeil. It's the midfielder for Eastern Michigan, leading scorer on this Eagles team. I think I saw what you saw, though, just kind of a kick to the face. I couldn't tell if it was Molesky's knee or shin.
Yeah, Molesky's trying to play the play. I wouldn't be surprised if she got her right with her shoe. And you could, I saw Sabrina McNeil's head kind of whiplash back a little bit on the kick. She's up to her knees right now.
No card was given.
She's probably a little bit out of it, too. Her coach is talking to her right now. And the training staff checking on her condition, see how she feels.
She walks off. Hope Sarah McNeil is okay, such a talented player. Leads this Eastern Michigan team in shots and goals.
I have to see how Eastern Michigan adjusts here, depending on the condition of McNeil. She leads a lot of, as you mentioned, the categories, but not only that, just the movement of the ball. She's kind of the point guard out there, if you will, on the offensive side.
Tiffany Hollingsworth comes in the game. Replaces McNeil, and now
Tiffany Hollingsworth coming.
Maddie Young leaves the field for Ohio, and Lindsay Townsend subs in. Lindsay Townsend, 5'6" sophomore,
on the pitch for the Bobcats.
native of New Albany, Ohio.
For Maddie Young.
Abbott's right foot gets us back on our way. Ball flicked forward. Breeden gets ahead on it, and now Eastern Michigan in a dangerous spot. Cobeto, shot wide.
You could almost feel all the hearts drop in the crowd here at Chesa Field. All the Ohio fans saw that coming. One little mishap set up what was a great scoring chance for Eastern Michigan.
Laura Wheeler back in.
Sydney Malum to take the goal kick. Santa Catarina flicks on. Molesky now. Townsend, can she get on the end of it? Townsend a touch and can't quite get there. Abbott's corrals.
How about the touch by Molesky, though, leading Townsend forward. Abbott's didn't wait for the ball. She came to meet it. It makes a big-time play.
Holleberger chest down but gives it away. Knorr down the line. Townsend's there. Molesky in the middle, so is Leckie. Cross deflected. Townsend, can she stick with it? And now they call a foul on Townsend.
That's what we would call a loose ball foul in basketball. Kind of cleared out there. Did Abby Townsend trying to fight for a cross there, fight for that opportunity to get the one score of this game right now.
Seventh-year head coach Aaron Rodgers not happy with the call. Short kick by Abbott and a mistouch leads to an Ohio throw. Whalen takes quickly. Good throw to Townsend. Townsend cross on the ground, just deflected and out for an Ohio throw. Leckie was the closest one there for Ohio. 25 minutes to go in the game.
And Townsend had plenty of room on that left side, too. Had plenty of time to make that decision. Once again, frustrated with herself.
Knorr, a bad touch, taken away by Hulleberger of Eastern Michigan. Santa Catarina plays forward. Lindsey Townsend shields and wins the ball. And now Abby Townsend's taken down just outside of the 18.
Here we go. Chance here for the Bobcats. See how Eastern Michigan fronts this.
Townsend will take it. Wouldn't be surprised if she shoots.
I say go for it. In a game that's tied 0-0, get as many scoring chances as you possibly can. Get as many shots on goal. See if one of them finds the back of the net.
The right foot of Townsend. Just under 24 minutes to go, scoreless match. She shoots, and it's wide.
Just wide of post.
And they say it was out before Abbott caught the ball, so it's a goal kick.
Well, the referees in the stands certainly didn't think so. Abbott's right on that touch line. That could have been costly if it went the other way.
Abbott's boots. Molesky wins it in the air for Ohio. Leckie tries to play outside. Instead, Eastern Michigan comes up with it. Cripps gets it taken away by Breeden of Ohio.
Boy, it just seems like Breeden has been there for any time Ohio needs them. I mean, that's the reason Lou Horvath, the PA announcer, calls her the Dennison of the defense. She's constantly been there for the Bobcats when Eastern Michigan threatens.
Leckie forward to Townsend. Townsend's got options in the 18. Townsend, left-footed shot blocked. Ball trickles outside the 18, and Eastern Michigan clears out for an Ohio throw. We're starting to see more of what we did in the first half, Ohio dominating in the attacking third.
Yeah, absolutely. Eastern Michigan almost seem like they're just trying to hold on right now and keep Ohio scoreless. Not focused on moving the ball right now. They'll take their chances when it comes.
Breeden, a missed touch, but Colic is there. Leckie bumped from behind, and Tiffany Hollingsworth was a little too aggressive. Ohio earns the free kick with 22 minutes to play.
That's an easy call. It's just a blatant bump, plain and simple. You could hear the thud from up here.
Sensky to take it. She wanted to play back to Breeden, and instead they regather. Sensky's right-footed cross. Headed away. Lindsey Townsend there for the Bobcats. Townsend plays back to Sensky. Sensky, another cross. Abbott catches. .21 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Shira works on Whalen. Spins around her, but Townsend's there to take it away. And now Lindsey Townsend taken down near the midfield. Santa Catarina plays quickly to Colica.
Trying to get Eastern Michigan off balance here, trying to get them out of place.
Colica looks for Townsend. And Townsend's taken down, no call, goal kick.
Townsend's taking a beating out there. Not only has she had to run for every single ball, but she's had to stop on a dime, deal with defenders, deal with pressure.
Heather McGuire in the game for Ohio.
Pair of substitutions for Eastern.
I like the idea of bringing in Heather right now, that energy, Energizer Bunny, honestly, on the defensive end for the Bobcats, something they really need right now to hold out in these last 20 minutes.
Molesky wins it in the air. Leckie, a bad touch, and she tries to play back, but it goes off of Molesky. Can Eastern get possession back and work forward a little bit? Just under 20 minutes to go. Ohio, 6th place in the MAC. Scoreless with Eastern Michigan, 8th place in the MAC. And Townsend earns another free kick. This time, Sensky takes it and plays to McGuire. McGuire plays one toward the 18, headed away. Holleberger taken away by Whalen. Whalen to Molesky. Molesky dribbles inside the 18. Looks for a cross on the ground, and Abbott corrals inside the 6. Townsend couldn't get a foot on it.
Yeah, yet another fantastic opportunity for the Bobcats. Tristan Whalen in the right place at the right time, setting it up for the senior Molesky there.
Leckie gets knocked down by McNeil from behind, and Ohio with another free kick in a dangerous position. Sensky takes it quick. Townsend on the outside. Tries to go around McNeil. McNeil with fantastic defense, and Townsend gets called for the infraction.
Yeah, she couldn't get around McNeil. She holds strong there. Townsend usually pretty good at getting around any kind of defender. McNeil was to the task.
$18 minutes to go. Santa Catarina wins it in the air. Ball now pinballs around midfield, and Eastern Michigan comes away. Cripps down the left side. Kolika shields and takes it away.
Eastern Michigan had an offensive threat there for all but 6 seconds. Ohio once again thwarting it off.
Cripps back for McNeil. McNeil plays back to Frederick. Frederick almost gave it away and now does. Leckie carries forward. Now to Molesky. Townsend's the only one in the 18. Molesky controls, crosses, back post. Lindsey Townsend there for Ohio near the corner flag. And Townsend dribbles out of bounds.
Ball across the touchline, goal kick, Eastern.
Substitution for each team. Olivia Page in the game for Ohio. Paris Kerr in the game for Eastern Michigan.
Paris Kerr back on the pitch for Eastern for Holleberger. The Bobcats, Olivia Page re-enters.
16 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Molesky there wins it for Ohio. Heads forward. Leckie in the 18. Leckie shot. It scores! The senior on senior day gives Ohio a 1-0 lead.
Well, who else would do it? Sydney Leckie with her 8th goal of her Ohio career. Fantastic there. What a perfect hit ahead. And in a game where you got 16 minutes roughly left, in a game that has featured defense at the forefront, that's a big-time score for Ohio.
Molesky to Leckie. Molesky's 5th assist of the season. 2nd on this Ohio team. Leckie takes advantage of the opportunity. Her 2nd goal of the year. You said it, 8th of her career.
You got to love the senior connection, man. You really do. Who else? When things are dire, who do you turn to? You turn to the experienced veterans of the team, and they get it done.
Molesky had no one in front of her. She could have controlled. She could have headed the ball forward. She decides to give it a poke forward. It was more than a poke. It was a strong header from Molesky. And Leckie ran onto it.
And Chelsea Abbott, who we've talked about all game long, she's been using the strategy of meeting the ball rather than letting it come to her. That time she took a gamble. It did not pay off. She stays back. It's possible that Leckie doesn't have the clearest shot on goal.
Assist on their last goal, Olivia Molesky.
Leckie forward to Townsend, back to Leckie. And now she chips forward to Abby Townsend, but it's cleared by Osborne. 14:55 to go. Cats up 1-0. Ball sent in, headed away and out for a corner.
Ball defended over the touchline. It's a corner kick for the Cats.
Olivia Page to take it for Ohio.
Olivia Page to take the corner.
Page, the freshman. Townsend's inside the 6. 5 more Bobcats in the 18. Page crosses. Headed away, not cleared quite yet. McGuire settles. Now to Leckie. Leckie into the 18. No one there for Ohio. And Abbott's gathers. Did it go out? It did not. 13:45 to go.
You see some Ohio players getting ready to come into the game here.
Good step by Sensky. Takes it away from Kerr. Breeden. Kolika right side. Kolika carries to the feet of Townsend. Back to Kolika. Kolika gets shielded by McNeil, and it's out for a goal kick. 3 substitutions for Ohio. Maddie Young, Serena Dierig, Allie Miller all into the game. Olivia Molesky, Santa Catarina, Abby Townsend out. Curious to see if Molesky and Townsend come back into this game or they'll sit the final 12:45.
Well, they've certainly deserved at least a few minutes of break, especially Townsend, who's been running up and down the field. Molesky making everything happen offensively, especially setting up Leckie just a moment ago. They deserve that break, but you got to see how long Ohio can hold here. Their defense has been stout so far.
McGuire gives it away. Eastern with a chance. Shira touches around McGuire. Cross, back post, way too far. McNeil heads toward net. Kerr there. Ball chested down, still in the 18. And Malum comes out and corrals. Dangerous there. Clock now at 11:55.
Yeah, she sent it deep. But that was actually a really nice placement. No Bobcats were in the general vicinity, which allowed a few chances.
Dierig flicks on. Good drop kick from Malum. Frederick plays outside. Shira. Whalen there defending, and Whalen knocks it out of bounds. 11:25 to play. Frederick, the 5'9" junior, throws. Sensky defends.
Oh, wow.
And Kerr is called for the infraction.
Yeah, I was looking at her. She was grabbing all over. She had her right arm. She was kicking down low at the knees. Oh, nice move by Dierig.
Dierig, a good touch. Plays long for Young. And Young can't get there.
Balls across the touchline.
Serena Dierig so good at creating opportunities for Ohio.
Absolutely.
5'6" junior, couple goals, 1 assist this season. She has 15 shots this year. Dierig does. 12 of them are on goal. Just a smart soccer player.
Has a great mind for the game, incredibly accurate. Someone who's going to eventually lead this team next year when the seniors move on.
Ball headed out. Question was, who was it off of? Off of Eastern Michigan. 10:08 to go. Ohio up 1-0. McGuire to Deary. Back to McGuire. And she touches out.
And she might have had Serena on her right with room.
France in the middle. All the way outside to Shira. And Leckie gets a foot on it, out of bounds. Throw for Eastern. Ball cleared away, but Eastern has possession. Tessa Osborne to Shira on the left side. In the middle for Chiodo. And a bad touch from Chiodo. Out of bounds, Ohio throw. We'll get a substitution with 9 minutes to go. Olivia Darrow on, Tristan Whalen off.
Tristan Whalen played plenty of minutes here in the second half, deserves this break.
For Tristan Whalen.
Was phenomenal today. It won't show up really in the box score, but she created plenty of chances for Ohio.
Maddie Young gives it away. Frederick plays long. Sensky there for Ohio. Cripps settles. 8:20 to go. Olivia Page now in the middle, taken away by France of Eastern Michigan. McNeil pushes forward to Kerr, back to McNeil near the 18. Outside to France. Now McNeil. Shira with it. Back to Chiodo. She plays right side. Frederick plays one in, and Malum catches and controls. 7:45 to go.
Yep, Malum once again, cool, calm, and collected in that box.
Malum punts. Eastern controls, but out of bounds off of Shira. Ohio throw. Deering back to Kalika. And Kalika touches out. Ohio doesn't like the call. 7 minutes to go.
Despite Ohio really controlling the possession for most of this game, Eastern Michigan has a couple of those opportunities where they've just gotten free looks at the goal. With 7 minutes to go, Ohio has to focus, especially on this defensive end. I know they've done a great job so far. You got to finish off.
Malum picks it up. 6.5 to go.
Malum took all of her time there, too. Took a few ticks off that clock.
Drop kick from Malum. And Deary called for the infraction.
That one has to be explained to me. That's two girls jumping for a ball.
That's what I was going to say. Don't like to comment on the refs often, but I don't know what Deary did. And now Breeden's taken down by Kerr. Earns the free kick.
Yeah, Kerr has been aggressive all day today. She's picked up a few fouls. That time just off balance, too much speed going in, and couldn't slow herself down before she eventually made the collision.
Kalika plays forward, but Eastern gets the ball back. Leckie takes it away from France and boots it forward. Frederick now gets a touch, but straight to Serena Deary. Deary to Young. Young gets it taken away, and Eastern controls. Frederick back to Osborne, 5:20 to go. Breeden ahead to Deerig. Back to Page, the freshman. Leckie carries for Ohio to Deerig. Back to Leckie. Outside to Darrow. Darrow's onside. Cross. Deflected out. Corner kick Ohio. 4:45 to go in the game.
Quick touches there from Ohio. Smart plays. They're in no hurry. You just got to be patient right now. You have the 1-goal lead. Take your time. Make the right passes. Don't gamble. Ohio doing just that. I'm sure Aaron Rodgers has them well prepared for situations like this.
And now Olivia Molesky and Abby Townsend come in the game for Olivia Page and Serena Deerig.
So they got to sit for about 10 minutes now. Well rested coming in.
4:35 to go. Ohio 1. Eastern Michigan nothing. Sydney Leckie puts one in for Ohio to give them a 1-0 lead. Townsend's cross. No one there for Ohio. McGuire chest down, chip over the top. Young there for the Bobcats, crosses, and there's the call. Young got taken down by the keeper, Abbott. Penalty kick, Ohio. 4:14 to go. Looks like Sydney Leckie will take it. The Cats have not had a penalty kick this year, did not have an attempt last year. They went 2 for 2 in 2017.
Sydney Leckie to the spot for the PK.
Abbott's the keeper, Leckie the senior to take it. Leckie trots, shoots, saved by Abbott. She guessed right. Out for an Ohio corner. And Abbott keeps us at 1-0 with 3:57 to go.
You're absolutely right. She guessed right. That was phenomenal by Abbott. We've seen some incredible saves today. The only one that got by her was when really she was out of position and not defending the net. But she has been terrific all day. That was potentially a game saver.
Townsend, corner on the ground. Darrow plays back to her. Bad cross from Townsend. McGuire keeps possession, but gives it away. Cripps forward to Kerr. Bad pass. Kerr drops to McNeil. 3:20 to go.
Yeah, passes behind her, forcing them to go back and set it up.
Maddie Young to Leckie. Leckie plays middle. Townsend there. Townsend tries to touch around Frederick, and Frederick shields her off. Little chippiness there in the box.
Yep. Abby Townsend's clapping it up. Frederick smiles back. And now they stand away from each other. Probably not a bad move.
Abbott's kicks. Off of Eastern Michigan. Ohio throw, 2.5 minutes to go. Long throw. McNeil gets ahead on it. Maddie Young controls, but gives it away. Off of Leckie now. Eastern Michigan throw, 2:10 to go. Kolika kicks forward. Eastern controls. Kerr chips forward. Sensky
2 minutes.
gets it under control. McGuire outside for Darrow. Darrow to the feet of Townsend. Townsend can't keep control. And the infraction is called on Townsend with 1:40 to go. And now clock will stop with 1:33 to go. There were 2 balls in play. And now Eastern Michigan takes the kick. Shira carries down the left side for France. France, cross in the 18, cleared by Colica. Chiodo outside for Frederick, 1:02 to go.
1 minute remaining.
Ramadillo sends one in. Trickles past everyone. And now offside the call with 52 seconds to go. Malum will take her time.
Absolutely. And if I'm Ohio's offense, take my time as well. Again, just smart, crisp passes right now. Don't need to score again. Just got to hold on to that ball.
Kick toward midfield, 30 seconds to go. Miller battles for it. And now the foul called on Ohio with 18 seconds to go. Ramadillos is going to send one in.
They got to go here. It's going to be a buzzer beater.
Everyone forward, 10 seconds. Ramadillos kicks. Malum comes out, catches, 3 seconds, and that'll be the match. Clock hits 0. Ohio 1, Eastern Michigan nothing, your final score. And the Bobcats have won back-to-back matches here at home this weekend.
You can book this one to the Bobcats, and they certainly earned it. We talked about physicality. We talked about the seniors. You saw it all on display. Of course, Leckie puts in the singular goal of the match. That's a fun one to watch, fun one to witness, certainly a fun one to call.
Ohio improves to 9-6-1, 4-3-1 in the MAC, and of course that's the most important thing. Eastern Michigan falls to 3-5 in Mid-American Conference play. Bobcats now 13 points in the Mid-American Conference. We'll have to wait and see the results from around the MAC and see where that puts Ohio heading into the final 2 weekends of Mid-American Conference play. 3 matches left. Any final thoughts, Logan LeDuc?
Well, you know, we talked about it being senior day. We talked about the seniors shining. Of course, Leckie scoring off the assist from Molesky, but I thought there were some good freshmen out there. Really enjoyed watching Tristan Whalen. The freshman came in there and made a difference. Heather McGuire got some nice looks, pushed ahead for Ohio. All in all, a good team effort. And the 1-0 score, Ohio will certainly take it. Certainly some things to clean up. They'll address those. But all in all, a great W, an important W for the Bobcats.
Ohio 1, Eastern Michigan nothing. Your final once again. Bobcats on the road the rest of the way. At Miami Thursday, at at Ball State next Sunday, and then at Kent State to close out the regular season. Eastern Michigan will go home to play Akron and Buffalo. Bobcats winners, they improved to 4-3-1 in MAC play with a 1-0 victory over Eastern Michigan. Stay tuned to the Ohio Women's Soccer Twitter page. We'll have post-game interviews for you with a player or two and head coach Aaron Rodgers. For Logan LeDuc, thanks to Jake Ramada for running our camera, Zach Roberts as well. Gabe Genovese saying so long from Athens.